That means even though drought is supposed to strike, this muddiness can still keep this groundnut for quite a long time.
The new groundnut variety has been tested to withstand long periods of drought brought about by changes in the country's climate. Researchers at the National Semi-Arid Resources Research Institute, NASARI, which is one of the 9 public research institutes under NARO, have taken 7 years developing the variety.
What is the hottest place we can try in Uganda?
Preliminary tests were conducted in the hot and dry Moroto district of Karamoja, and it was found that the variety resists drought better than those already on the market.
Groundnut stabilizes in uniformity.
The senior research officer at Nasari, Dr. Karule Okero David, told NBS the variety also matures at 80 days, much lower than existing varieties.
It has very deep root. That means it sucks the moisture from down, brings it up to the top. Then, on the groundnut pod itself, we are seeing there's lots of netting, lots of reticulation in it, and it tends to cover it with soil. So if you harvest this material, it appears like mud. It is covered with mud. So that means even though drought attacks and rain is not there, there's a microclimate of mud and drought around this variety. And then the last thing we are seeing in this particular variety, here, there are 2 actually, 1 red and 1 tan. It has a small layer of cushioning. It is almost like a small mattress. The seed doesn't sit on the pod itself, sit on a cushion.
The variety yields 1,500 kilograms to 2,500 kilograms per acre. Parts of Uganda with wetter conditions will, however, harvest more, although at a longer maturity period.
You take it to an area where it gets lots of rain, you're going to increase the maturity period by 5 to 10 days. So it will mature in 90 days, but still you get even better yield. Because the longer it stays in the field, the bigger the seed size. So that would be an added bonus.
The test was also considered, as consumers have previously rejected some varieties.
We tested this. It is intermediate in that it has the oil content falls between 43 and 50. That means this material can be used for dual purpose of confectionery and then can also be used for butter.
These seeds will be passed on through private companies and farmers groups in various parts of the country. Researchers are also localizing 2 imported varieties from New Mexico in the United States and Senegal, France, that are highly drought resistant. It is hoped these will improve Uganda's food security efforts. In a related development, researchers at the institute are also in advanced stages of releasing a beta version of a popular Serenat 14 variety that was recently attacked by rosette vectors. The vectors are more prevalent in Jinja, Iganga, Teso, West Nile and Gulu areas.
Serenat 4T is the one which we are recalling from the market because preliminary it was resistant to the vector which transferred this disease. So it was not resistant to the disease itself, but the vector. So what happened now, there are some other type of vectors now which have mutated and they have gone ahead to start and what? Attack that variety. So the variety succumbed. It wasn't resistant per se, but it was not preferred by the vector of that virus.
Director of Research at Nasari, Dr. Michael Yugen, told NBS the aging Serenat 14 will, however, not be recalled from the farmers despite the release of a new varieties.
What we know is that with the time, there is breakage of resistance from those materials. That means when you grow them over a long period of time, there is possibility that they start getting affected by the very constraint that you have bred them against. And therefore, in some places, if that starts happening, in most cases, farmers will withdraw.
Groundnuts or peanuts are one of Uganda's staple crops. It is rich in protein, oil and other essential minerals. The food item has increasingly become a cash crop, benefiting hundreds of mostly female farmers. Joyce Bagala, Tiaba Abeka, NBS Live at 9.